Okay guys, so here we are. We have the wormhole project open, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna merge project, meaning you don't import your character, you merge another project. So you go file merge, and then you go look for your recently downloaded a character. In this case it's called flying. Click open and click this is okay, and it's gonna import it. It takes a minute. And what I'm going to do is, okay, so here it is. It came in two objects. One is the body, and the other one is the Maximo rig. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select these two by holding Shift, and then I'm going to go to Object, Group Objects, and this is so that we can resize it. So I'm going to rename the null Astronaut, and so this is our guy. And we're going to resize it by going down to the Attributes panel on the Coordinates tab. And I'm going to scale it up to like 200 on this middle column. All three of them, X, Y, and Z. So there he is. We're going to rotate him in position, grabbing a specific axis. We rotate him this way, and I want to place him in front of the camera, right in front of the camera. And so very carefully, and now I'm going to grab my move tool, and I'm going to move him down and then towards us, towards the camera. And there he is. I can play it, and you're going to see that he's going to move until kind of the middle of the animation, because the animation itself, the animated character, only lasts about half of the duration of my timeline. So I need to repeat it. So I'm going to select my character, my astronaut, go to Window, Timeline Dope Sheet, and I'm going to select the Maximo rig hips. These are all the keyframes. So I'm going to move this over here, and I'm going to go to the attributes, and I'm going to select after repeat. I'm telling it after you're done playing it, repeat it. And here in repetitions, I'm going to tell it repeat, 3 times. That should be enough. And we're all set. That's going to loop the animation of the guy. So I'm going to close that, and now I'm going to play this, and you're going to see that he's going to keep the animated, the motion all through my timeline. Whereas before he only played it once and then he froze. What this does is it loops his movement all through the timeline 3 times. We don't need 3 times, but 3 was enough to kind of loop him around. Okay, this should be okay. Let me go back to the beginning. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new material. I'm going to go into the material. What I'm going to get is deactivate the color channel. And under reflectance, I'm going to add a reflection legacy. And I don't want it too shiny, so I'm going to add roughness. And then kind of bring down the roughness a little bit, and then the reflection strength. So I'm going to close that, and I'm going to drag this material over to the astronaut. And there you go. We've applied the material. I'm going to click here, render view. And now you're going to see that his environment is actually reflected. So now we're ready to render it out. Okay, render settings, output. I like the dimensions, all frames. Save, I'm going to give it a name and a location. So I'm just going to change this to 4 because I already previously saved it. And then make sure that the format is MP4, so that's a video format. Okay, close this up. And now we're going to render to picture viewer. And it's going to render it out. It's going to render frame by frame. And in the end, wherever the location you set, you should have an MP4 video of your animation completed.